We are looking at an actual spacecraft that's about to launch on a trip to Mars. This is so cool.
This is Robert Picardo, and you're watching The Planetary Post.
Greetings, Earthlings! That's right, I'm back. In exoplanet news, NASA's Transiting Exoplanet Survey Satellite, or TESS mission, recently launched from Florida and is now on its 2-year search for Earth-like planets around other stars. TESS is similar to the famous Kepler mission, which has discovered over 2,000 exoplanets. But instead of focusing on only a single patch of sky, TESS will have a bigger viewing area. And most of the exoplanets TESS discovers will be just 30 to 300 light years away. To find out more about the mission, go to planetary.org. Next up, we at the Planetary Society would like to know your opinions on some important space topics. So, we have created a Space Priorities Survey, so you can tell us what you think. Your opinions will help us shape our advocacy program. With your help, we can have more missions, more science, more exploration. So please take the survey and consider making a donation to space advocacy. Finally, our main story for the month is a new Mars mission. The InSight lander is scheduled to launch in just a few days. The complex robot will land in November and study the inside of Mars, its core, mantle, and crust. It'll give us insight into the inside. You get it? Its sensitive instruments include a seismometer, which will measure not earthquakes, but Marsquakes. Recently, the Planetary Society sent Emily Lakdawala to visit the InSight Clean Room to get up close and personal with the spacecraft before launch. Have a look.
Thanks, Bob. We're here in the Astrotech Payload Processing Facility at Vandenberg Air Force Base, where we're looking at a real spacecraft that's just about to head to Mars. This is the InSight spacecraft, all bundled up inside its aeroshell that'll protect it for its journey to the red planet. Probably the #1 question I get about science on this mission is, I thought a seismometer is a real sensitive instrument. How can you possibly launch it and land it and put it through all those shocks and still have it work once it gets to Mars?
It's extremely sensitive. I mean, when we get it onto the surface of Mars, it's supposed to be measuring vibrations, motions of the surface of Mars. The French Space Agency and the Institut de Physique du Globe in Paris have been working on the seismometer, designing it so they can take the launch loads, it can take the vibrations and the G loads.
The reason we're all dressed up here is because we're protecting Mars from Earth microbes and spores that might want to hitch a ride there and go start a new life and a new civilization on a new planet. We got to make sure we don't get any skin cells, any little fungal things, any bacteria, any little creepy crawlies onto our spacecraft and possibly onto Mars. You know, Bob, it's all about the Prime Directive.
We can remove a lot of that noise, the noise from pressure variations, from magnetic variations, and get our seismic noise level down lower than we can get on the Earth. Because with the Earth, anywhere you go, you actually have seismic noise from the oceans, even if you're in the middle of the continent. When we were in Denver with this spacecraft and we had our seismometer operating, we were still picking up the waves hitting the coastline in California. You just can't get away from it. On Mars, you're away from the oceans, believe me. This is probably the last time I'll get to see it before, well, ever, except in pictures. We'll take some selfies when we get to Mars, but this is it. We're getting close.
That's all from the clean room. Back to you.
Thanks, Emily. That InSight lander inspires us all to continue to explore our solar system. And that InSight lander clean room inspires me to clean my kitchen. See you next time.